All right, I guess the notification worked now. Okay. Hmm. Usually, there's like maybe 50 people in here before we even start the stream. There it goes. There it goes. Okay. I don't know. YouTube always does funny stuff. Y'all already know what it is. What's going on, you guys? Y'all say what's up in the chat. Let me know y'all are there. Let me make sure my chat is working. Kick. YouTube is going. Rumble should be going now. There we go. What's up, everybody? What's going on, you guys? We are in the office, okay? No longer in the studio because the studio is down for repairs. Well, we're moving to another building, right? My other building has no power in it right now. So now I got to go through the whole process of moving everything from one building to the other, which I'm probably going to do tonight. I might just go out there after the show and just start moving some stuff. Since the sun will be down, it'll be a little warm or a little cooler. I was dying today, man. I got the mini split almost completely installed. It's just I forgot to order the bracket. I thought it came with it. So I didn't order a bracket, and it comes in tomorrow. So yeah, I just gotta order it tomorrow. Pretty much just install the bracket, put the thing on it, install the condenser on the bracket, and then I gotta vacuum out. I gotta go rent a vacuum out the lines. That's it. It's all hooked up, ready to go. Got it pretty much ready to go. Just gotta mount it, gotta vacuum it out, and then we can get it going. So I thought the mini split was gonna be a lot harder to install. No, it was actually pretty easy. Not too bad, man. Not too bad. Even though I didn't have the right tools for it, I still got it. I still managed to get it done. So I'm excited about that, man. I got power in the new shed. I got the mini split set up. Tomorrow we'll be able to turn that bad boy on. Call it a day, man. Call it a day. And then I'll start moving stuff over there. The next big thing I have to install is the Wi-Fi, the internet. I got to get an Ethernet cable that comes all the way from my office here. It's already in the other shed. I just got to pull it all out. And then I got a steel cable that I'm going to run from that shed to the other shed. I'm just going to have the Ethernet cable in the air. It's been like that for over, I think, a year and a half now. So it's doing all right. It's no problem now. So I'm good with that. Should be just fine hanging in the air like it's always been doing. As long as I can ride my mower and go underneath it, that's all we need. How are you guys doing, man? We're just gonna be chilling tonight. I wanted to watch the Cam Higby video with you guys. Also, just to talk about some other things, man. It's Will is at it again. Brian Reeves, thank you for the hiding, man. Thank you. Let me get my sounds out. Where are my sounds, man? Get the goats. Herd the goats in. That's what I got. It's been out there. It's been floating in the air for a year and a half. Hanging out. I guess it's made it through 2 summers and it still works just fine. And if I want to order another one, it's only like $40, $40 or $50 for a 200 foot cable. So, I ain't got no problems with it now and no problems with it moving forward. And if I need to replace it, it's a pretty simple job to do. Yeah, it was 105 today. I was dying. But it was fun. I was so focused on getting the job done, that I had to go to the tool store twice, return some stuff I got the other day, get a new hole saw. And then the arbor I got didn't go for it, so I had to go back and get that one, get the right arbor. Got it, but my drill doesn't really handle that kind of a job. So my drill kind of made the hole saw. I just had to and just cut like a little bit at a time until I finally made it all the way through. Everything worked out good, man. Got the mini split mounted, except for outside. It's just kind of sitting out there in the box right now, but got everything mounted. The electrical's all set up. Good to go, man. I'm excited to get some of my drum set stuff and start putting it in the shed. Who knows? Might even start playing drums tomorrow. I don't know. Me too, April. It's good to see you guys. I know I've been really busy all week and all weekend and stuff. But yeah, Sunday was a really busy day. Me and these two guys that my neighbor recommended, they came out, we looked at it, we were, brainstorming everything, and we just went to the store, we got all the materials, came back, and we just got it done, man. It took us maybe about 4 or 5 hours. Just got it done. Got it done. So I love it. I know. But I do have a morning show for you guys. If y'all don't, know about that. You don't know about the morning show, you got to check that out too. And all the videos that drop throughout the day. The other channel is booming, man. I love the other channel so much. I love the morning shows. I love doing the morning shows, man. It works out so good in my day. I'm able to wake up, drop my son off, immediately come home, and jump right on the computer, and we just do the morning show. Boom. Uh-oh. The morning sickness. But I love the morning show, man. DJ Razor Edge, thank you for the kicks, brother. Or the hell yeah, one of them. Whatever it is. Thank you, sir. Oh yeah, you watch it around noon? I'm loving the morning show, though. What I'm trying to do right now, though, is figure out what to do for the nighttime show. And as far as I see it, it's just me and you guys hanging out and chilling. We could talk about all the serious stuff in the morning. I can show you guys what's going on. And I don't really like to touch on the really popular stuff. I want to touch on the stuff that nobody's talking about. I want to talk about what's going on in Minneapolis, the crime in Chicago, the stuff going on in our communities, and the real issues in our country. While everyone's focused on, the whole Candace Owens, Andrew Wilson debate, we touched on that. We talked about it. We did our thing. It's over and done with, right? So, it is what it is. That's not important to us. It doesn't change our lives. It's justice for Erica Kirk and stuff like that, but it doesn't really change our life. Doesn't really affect us whether she or he lost or they lost or who won. It just really doesn't affect us, right? However, it was still very important. It's something we definitely needed to cover just so we can have, that 100% without a shadow of a doubt, knowing that Candace Owens was full of shit the whole time. Had no evidence to back up anything. Just a bunch of feelings and vibes. And that's all she had for us. Literally all she had, Oh, yeah. He said you're going to get a Blackstone griddle for camping and a second smoker. Shout out to you. I'm afraid to get one of those Blackstone griddles. I'm so used to just a regular grill. And I have a gas one right now, but I'm thinking about going back to charcoal. I think I just want the charcoal grill. Something about that charcoal taste, man. You just don't get it with the gas grill, But I'm thinking about going back to charcoal, man. And I don't really like the griddles too much. I mean, they're cool. There's a lot of space. right? And you do have to maintain it, right? You got to like oil it or whatever, make sure it doesn't rust over, because I've seen them rust over. That's not good. You ain't gonna be cooking on no damn rust, I'll tell you that. But yeah, I'm thinking about going back to charcoal, man. The next one I get, I think I'm gonna get a big charcoal one. Crossing Hooniverse, thank you for the $2. That chill evening show is fun. Yeah, man. We're just chilling over here. That's it. Cindy, she has her power back. I don't know if she's on right now, but she said she had her electricity this morning. Yeah, we did talk about that. Have you talked about the governor of Massachusetts signing a bill about abortion till day of birth? Yeah, it's some evil stuff, man. Some really evil stuff, I'll tell you that. We talked about a story this morning, though, that really contradicts. As a matter of fact, we might talk about that right now. I want to see if there's any updates on that. There's a surrogate mother, okay? If you didn't hear about it, we talked about it this morning on the morning show. There is a surrogate mother who is having a baby, and I think she's from Alaska, right? But she came to Texas to protect the baby because in California, this couple that, is using her as a surrogate mother, they want her to have an abortion. The baby's 20 weeks old, or was 20 weeks old, or is still. I don't know if the baby's born yet. That's what I'm confused about. But let me show you guys this story. So I think it's a woke liberal family trying to have a baby with this woman as a surrogate. Let me just bring you guys up to speed in case you don't know the story. Where's she at? This one right here. I kind of want to do the most updated video if I can.
Also excited.
Yeah, this one right here.
Welcome back to Live Now.
So, okay. Yeah, this story is nuts because what I love about this the most is it's so contradictory to everything the left talks about when they say, my body, my choice. Ain't that crazy? This is the literal, your body ain't your fucking choice. That's what this story is. And it's liberals doing it. It's liberals taking the choice away from the woman. The woman says, I don't want to have an abortion. And they say, well, that's our baby in you. You gonna have an abortion or else. And now there's a big lawsuit unfolding. Texas got involved. They said, we're going to protect the baby too. Ken Paxton got involved and said, yeah, I'm going to protect the baby.
Now from Fox, I'm Shauna Kalafi. A complicated legal case is escalating between a California couple and their surrogate. The surrogate claims that the couple asked her to terminate their pregnancy after the unborn baby was diagnosed with a life-threatening heart condition. But she refused and recently delivered that baby in Texas. Now the Attorney General is involved and a judge has ordered that the baby stay in Texas until a hearing later this month. Fox 4's Sean Robb has the story from Dallas.
National story that has Dallas hospitals, courtrooms, and our state attorney general right in the middle of it. The surrogate is McKenna West. She came to Texas probably for a number of reasons, including the state's strict abortion laws. But the California couple who paid her to carry their baby have publicly said they never tried to force McKenna West to terminate the pregnancy. And the Dallas judge has issued a temporary restraining order that stops the surrogate from having any say over the baby right now.
What do you mean you never try to stop her from having the abortion? Then what's all this? What is all this then? Why is she going through such lengths to protect the baby? And then why is there a lawsuit unfolding? If it was really the case that they were not forcing her to have an abortion, then why are they even pursuing anything? Why isn't it just, well, if you don't want to have it, then okay, that's cool. Let's have this baby. Let's do it. Instead of this whole, now there's a lawsuit and all this craziness.
McKenna West is the woman who moved from Alaska to Dallas to give birth as a surrogate to a Los Angeles couple. West has said the couple tried to force her to abort the pregnancy after a serious heart defect was discovered in the fetus at 20 weeks. Reports indicate the family denied that and said West initially agreed with terminating the pregnancy. Now, amid the dispute, she came to Texas to seek treatment for
they're claiming that she agreed to do it. That still doesn't make any sense. Why would she fly down here to Houston? She lives in Alaska. Why would she fly down to Houston to protect the baby and get Texas involved in everything? The AG of Texas involved. If she was okay with terminating or aborting the baby, killing it. Why do we got to give these stupid terms? If she was okay with killing the baby.
The fetus, Children's Medical Center and UT Southwestern in Dallas, both receiving a letter from the Attorney General reminding them of their legal obligation to provide medical care to the family. And a Dallas judge has ruled the surrogate who gave birth Wednesday in Dallas for now cannot make any decisions about the child's medical care.
Well, okay, look, that's fine. I mean, it's not her baby, right? It's a surrogate baby. The baby goes to the parents, right? She just wanted to have the baby born and not be killed is what she went through. So she did her job. She needs to get paid for it. That's what she needs to get. She needs to get paid. Here's your baby. Now take care of it. And yes, now the baby has to have surgery, life-saving surgery. It's a heart defect, I think. And they needed to have surgery immediately.
Rachel Ribochet is G. Riley White Chair in Law at the UT Austin School of Law.
And so now there is a kind of two-track set of decisions being made. The intended parents are the legal parents, according to the court in Dallas. They get to make decisions about the child's welfare, as any parent would. But the other part of this is an order that those parents can't decide to withhold life-sustaining care or care that the child needs. And so their decision-making is limited.
In a statement now to Fox 4, the intended parent's Dallas lawyer says, quote, as if the heartbreak of his condition were not enough, they are devastated to see their family tragedy transformed into political theater by the Texas Attorney General's office and McKenna West. Adding, our client's only focus at this time.
This sounds like a bunch of hippie liberals to me. That's all I hear. I hear a bunch of hippie liberals. They're upset they didn't get to just kill the baby instead. Now they got to deal with it. This is the problem, man. With this is like that couple, and I talked about this morning too. But that couple that just went viral recently because they learned the baby was going to have Down syndrome, so they decided to have an abortion. It's that same mentality. Oh, I don't want to take care of the baby. You know, that's going to be too hard. It's going to be hard on me, the baby, the child's life. It's better off to just kill it. Let's just make it easy on everybody. I don't know, man. I'm not in the agreement. I'm not in the agreement of killing a baby. I'm just not. And then they'll always throw the whole situation like, well, what if your what was it, like 12-year-old daughter was raped or something, got pregnant? What would you do then? Fuck, man. I mean, it's either going to be trauma from killing the baby or at least giving that baby's life a chance. Now, somebody earlier this morning was saying like they also had a similar heart defect or a very, and they made it to like 6 years old, and they were chatting in the chat room this morning. Like it doesn't mean that just because they have some sort of heart defect or some issue that's it. Their life is just over and done with. Yeah, I wouldn't kill the innocent child. I just wouldn't. And we could bring God into this, but I know people, the moment you start bringing God into it, which I definitely would, I feel like the other side would just be like, yeah, here we go. Call your sky daddy. just that whole bullshit. So I don't want the conversation to devolve into that, Christians versus non or atheists or whatever. When you think about just what's right as human beings, and just killing the baby because it's convenient for you, that's not right to me.
Is ensuring that their baby receives the medical care he vitally needs. In contrast, the group representing McKenna West in their statement to us say, quote, "It's an honor and privilege to represent McKenna and her courageous stand for baby Gabriel's life. Every life matters. No woman," they add, "should be forced to kill the baby she's carrying," saying, "We are thrilled that the court's order calls for baby Gabriel to receive the surgery necessary to save his life." So,
and again, what about my body, my choice? We just gonna throw that. That's only when it works for you, right? That's only when it works for you. So, okay, I gotta go to a better picture. I don't want to stare at him or her. There we go. We'll just stare at her. So, look, the argument for my body, my choice is I have control over the baby. It's just a clump of cells inside of me. It's just a parasite inside me. I'm the woman. I get to decide everything. I'm the arbiter of death. I can decide whether to kill it or to keep it alive. It's in my hands. Oh, but that's only when it's in your hands. When it's in a surrogate mother, nah, she's just we're just borrowing her womb, which, yeah, technically you are, right? But we're just borrowing her body. She's like an object you just bought. You don't get to make the decisions for her. She has to make the decision. I mean, they're saying that she can't make the decisions. You have to make the decisions for her. They're essentially saying that it's her body, my choice. Her body, my choice. Completely contradicts the whole woke movement. Just all the pro-abortionists, they should be looking at this and saying, wait a minute, I can't really agree. I want her to have the abortion, but she is the one who has the control over her body, right? And she is the one deciding not to have the abortion. But some man and his woman, and by the way, we have no idea who this couple is, who they are. They live in California. For all we know, it could be two gay guys. It could be
Are you gay?
a man with another man in a dress.
Why are you gay?
Like, it could very well be that that's the case. We don't know. I don't know. I don't know how surrogacy works. I don't know if they allow that. Sounds like something that California would definitely allow. Okay. But still, it's basically, I have bought this woman. She is now my property, and I can decide whether or not she's going to kill the baby or not. I can tell her and control her, and I can make sure that she has the baby for me or kills it for me. Well, like, that's crazy. And I think even liberals would have a hard time agreeing with that. Or they just contradict their whole movement. They say, well, they're the parents. They're the ones who decide what to do. It may be her body, but it's their clump of cells. Like, it's their what because their argument is that the baby doesn't exist yet. The baby has no life yet, right? Up until it comes out the womb. But before that, the day before that, even though the heart's beating, the baby's kicking around, having thoughts and, making noises and kicking and all that stuff, right? It's not alive. It's not alive yet. That's their logic, right? They contradict everything they say. I want to hear leftists talk about this. I want to hear leftists talk about the mental gymnastics required to be pro-abortion and this. Their whole justification for being pro-abortion is that women, the mother, should be the one who decides everything. The mother should be the one who decides everything, right? Well, guess what? I guess not. If you go ahead and buy it, if you buy the woman, buy the womb, purchase the womb, you now have the rights to this woman. Damn near like slavery, isn't it? This is crazy, man. I love it though. I love seeing no left is ever going to talk about this.
To receive the surgery necessary to save his life. So as you can see, both sides claiming victory. The attorney for the intended parents criticizing Attorney General Ken Paxton. The group supporting surrogate McKenna West calling Paxton patriotic. And nothing is yet settled. There is another hearing happening in family court.
What's up, Beagle Mom?
25th.
That was a Fox 4's Sean Robb reporting from Dallas. And for more on this case, we want to bring in reproductive
and surrogacy lawyer. Okay, I want to hear this. What's she got to say?
And surrogacy lawyer Marla Neufeld. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
This is a really complicated case. It's gotten a lot of attention from people all over the country. You have a lot of experience in this specialty. What was your reaction to hearing this story? And have you ever seen anything like it?
What's up, Aunt Colleen?
Yes, so in my experience, this is a extremely unusual case. In most instances, surrogacy matters are beautiful journeys to help loving families build their families. So, of course, it was very upsetting to see this story, to see the parties reach this point of dispute that created such an emotional case. So this case really sits at the intersection of three fundamental principles. The surrogate's right to her bodily autonomy during the pregnancy,
Bam. The surrogate's right to her bodily autonomy. That's what the left would say. That's what they would say all day. It's my bodily autonomy. Don't I have rights to this? I guess not if they purchased you, not if they bought you.
Principles. The surrogate's right to her bodily autonomy during the pregnancy, contrasted with the parental rights of the parents and what decisions the parents will have.
And yeah,
your body, my choice.
To this, from a legal perspective right now, as we just heard in the story.
All right, hold on. Aunt Colleen, you need to go to your Google account. Make sure you didn't block Beagle Mom. Beagle Mom, I think you already checked, so you're good on that. But Aunt Colleen, you may have accidentally blocked Beagle Mom. So you need to go into your Google account, your YouTube account, your Google account, and look at the people that you've blocked. Because you may have accidentally blocked her. That's the only reason why she still can't see you. Because we can all see both of you. So you're not blocked from my channel. Somebody is blocked from somebody's channel. Like you guys are. Yeah, so you need to go to. Well, you're on your phone, right? But you need to go to your settings. Or you need to go to your Google account. Go to your, I'm not going to click on it for me, but y'all need to go to your Google account and then look at your stuff and make sure you're not blocking Beagle Mom. Okay, well, I don't know why y'all can't see each other. I don't know what to do there, you guys. I'm sorry.
The legal mother and father are the intended or biological parents, but what kind of obstacles do they have right now, especially since the baby has now been ordered to stay in Texas? The intended parents live in California.
Right. Yeah. So there are multi-level kind of issues that I foresee in the future. The first one's going to be the dispute over the parental rights. The surrogate is attempting to assert parental rights to the baby, and it's going to see how this really plays out in the courts to see if she could be successful. Historically, through surrogacy case law, it's unlikely that she's going to prevail. My feel is that the parents are going to maintain the parental rights of the baby. And so, that's.
So, okay, Aunt Colleen, you can see Beagle Mom right now? And Beagle Mom, I think, I don't know, check. You're going to have to check your Google account again or something. Just take a good look at it. Because if she can see you, that means that you may have accidentally blocked her. You're still chuckling at the taser video?
It's definitely going to be an upcoming issue. There's going to be the interstate battle of the California parentage order that the parents received, confirming them as the legal parents, and whether that California order can be enforced in Texas, where she ended up delivering. And another legal issue that I see is whether the parents will have any ability to pursue monetary remedies should they choose that path against the surrogate, if they take the position that she potentially breached the contract, either for not terminating the pregnancy as she might have committed to in the agreement, traveling outside of Alaska when the contract may have prevented that, and other potential issues like maybe breaching confidentiality. You know, I haven't.
You know, that does kind of complicate things, leaving the state. So hold on, let me run this back real quick.
I foresee in the future. The first one's going to be the dispute over the parental rights. The surrogate is attempting to assert parental rights to the baby, and it's going to see how this really plays out in the courts to see if she could be successful. Historically, through surrogacy case law, it's unlikely that she's going to prevail. My feel is that the parents are going to maintain the parental rights of the baby.
So that's crazy, man. Like, you own the baby, like you own her. They're essentially saying that they should. Okay, I see what they're saying, you know, because she did live in Alaska. Liberal parents buying a surrogate in a liberal state like Alaska, you know, where I'm pretty sure abortion is A-OK over there. Jesus Christ, man. If you're gonna, man, all this is just so messed up. If you're gonna be a surrogate, like, and if you don't believe in abortion and stuff like that, which I'm just surprised that, okay, what I'm like freaking out about, or what I'm confused about, is the fact that, so you buy this woman to be your surrogate mother, and you can decide if, what, can you just like decide midway through that you don't want the baby, so you just say, well, you're gonna have to go kill it, you know, like, is that a part of the contract? Oh, well, if any time the parents want to back out, even though, you know, you're halfway through your pregnancy, your body's all changing and you're dealing with all these things, I want you to endure the trauma of having the baby scooped out of you, killed and scooped out of you, because, you know, I just don't want to deal with it. You know, it was a bad decision. I got my receipt. Can I get my refund? Can I get my refund? But I'm just saying, is that a part of the contract? Is there something in the contract that says the parents can decide whether or not they want to just terminate the baby, kill the baby, while it's midway, being like it's 28 weeks into its birth? This is all crazy, man. This is nuts. She should have checked that. Listen, man, she should have, if she really cares about, you know, not wanting to abort the baby, and she really wants to be pro-life and stuff like that, she should have done her due diligence, first of all, to read that contract, you know? I'm reading some of y'all stuff in the chat too. Even as a surrogate, the baby is the biological mom's until 90 days after birth, unless she signs the 90-day waiver. See, I don't know anything about surrogacy, so there is that. Like, is the baby got her DNA in it too, because it's being, you know, born inside of her? Or is it like an inseminated egg that is inserted into her womb, and then, you know, it has no DNA from her going into the baby? Or is all three of them contributing DNA into the baby? I don't know how that works. I'm not a marine biologist or an astronaut. I don't know these things. So she's gonna have a white baby. Oh,
Look at my
the
African
questions.
American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
So we have.
It's just the egg and the sperm, and it's not the DNA from her inputted in this baby. I mean, there's got to be some DNA up in there. You know what I'm saying? It's being born inside of her body. I don't know how that shit works. I don't know, man. I'm a
Look at my African
F
American
student,
over
skipped
here.
my whole
Look
senior
at him.
year.
Are you the
Dropped out of
greatest?
college.
Do you know what I'm talking
Because I couldn't
about?
get a financial aid the second time around. You know what I'm saying? I'm so uneducated. I don't know why y'all watch me. No DNA from the surrogate unless they used her eggs. Okay. Well, okay. This is dumb. I hate this whole thing. I really do. The one thing I still see here, though, is that, okay, if the law says abortions are banned, the left is going to argue that, well, it's her bodily autonomy. It's her body, her choice. She should be able to do it anyways, right? So that's the argument there. Well, now this contract in these laws are saying that she has to have the abortion, even though it's against her choice. It's against her bodily autonomy. It's against her, it's her body, their choice. So look, that's the crux of the whole thing. Forget all that other mumbo jumbo, surrogacy contract, all that other bullshit. I'm just saying, I want the left to come out and talk about this and say she should have a right to not have an abortion. There it is. I want to hear that come out of some green-haired liberal with a gigantic septum piercing. She should have a right to choose not to have an abortion. No man should force her to do that. What was Trump going to do if he got Stormy Prego? He was going to pray like the Dickens. Pray the devil away. Listen, bro, I don't know what was going on with Stormy Daniels and Trump. Why he just, I mean, have you seen Stormy Daniels? I don't know. Maybe a while ago, back in the day, she may have been bad or something. Maybe. I don't even think she would. Listen, bro, a lot of those chicks back in the day were busted. they were a hot mess. Hot mess and a half, man. And I don't know what. Trump did not touch Stormy. Probably just had a party with her or something. I don't know. Yeah. Have y'all seen Stormy Daniels? Good God. What is going on there? I saw it, Aunt Colleen. Okay, so Beagle Mom, Aunt Colleen does not have you blocked. She sent me her blocked list. It's neither. You're not on there, so. So, what were we talking about? Stormy Daniels? Stormy Daniels now? No, I want to see now. I want to, no. I want to see now. And that's not that recent. That's 3 years ago. No, I want to see it. I want to see the other picture I saw. Yeah. She got that refrigerator, that refrigerator build. Oh, whoa. Woo! Busted. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I'm gonna be careful over here. I don't want to see nothing. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I don't want to accidentally see some. Who is Stormy Daniels? What does she even used to do? She like a model or something, or adult films. Oh. I don't want to accidentally see one of her videos in here or something. I do like Slipknot, though. I'll tell you that. I love me some Slipknot. Grew up on Slipknot. Slipknot was the first band I really fell in love with. On a side note, yeah, this chick is, Jeez, Trump, what were you, bro? You had all the money and you had all the money and power in the world. And that's what you chose? Oh my goodness.
You're fired. You're fired.
I mean, she got the MAGA melons, so she got the MAGA melons. That's she's at least got that going for her. Guarantee you they're not real though. 100% they ain't real. Well, all these news stations are talking about the surrogacy thing. I haven't seen nobody talk about it on X or nothing like that.
And so, that's definitely going to be an upcoming issue. There's going to be the interstate battle of the California parentage order that the parents received, confirming them as the legal parents, and whether that California order can be enforced in Texas, where she ended up.
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all got to hit that like button. Where are we at on the like button? We're going to have to hit that like button, get a couple super chats in here tonight. Got about 100 of y'all that have not hit that like button. I know you're having a good time. Otherwise, you would have left and watched somebody else. Y'all hit that like button, man.
Delivering.
And help me get to that super chat goal. Anything $2 or more.
Is whether the parents will have any ability to pursue monetary remedies should they choose that path against the surrogate if they take the position that she potentially breached the contract, either for not terminating the pregnancy as she might have committed to in the agreement, traveling outside of Alaska when the contract may have prevented that, and other potential issues like maybe breaching confidentiality. I haven't seen the agreement, but
Boy Gully, thank you for the hiding.
Rise.
And in an agreement like this, where a couple uses a surrogate to deliver their baby, what kind of language is included in that kind of contract? Is there anything protecting them from a situation like this one? And now that this has happened, what happens to the surrogacy contract that they signed?
So the issues that come up in this case are very typical provisions that are contained within a surrogacy agreement.
Okay, I don't want to hear all this bullshit. Anyways, whatever. It is what it is, right? What is going on with Jake and Dearborn and
Islamification. Guys, we're live in Dearborn, Michigan for the March Against Islamification. We will not let our country fall and become like London. We will stand strong against these Islamic invaders. These jihadis will have to go. Christians in America, you need to stand up before your daughters are raped in the streets like the animals that they think we are. They call us kafirs. They hate us, and they want to destroy white people and Christian America. We will not allow it to happen. Dearborn, Michigan. Guys, we're live.
Who's going to be live, though? I bet it's going to be BG on the scene. Let it all out. Thank you for the gold coin. TC Arts for Christ for Patriots. Thank you for the doggy treat. Appreciate that. Rebecca, thank you for the $2. That God bless the human child. F laws. As far as I see, they saved the baby. Now the parents are got to deal with whatever they got to deal with.
The bikers are.
That's some great audio.
Crusaders, onward to glory! The bikers are...
Dearborn is 5:30 Central, or I think it's Central.
America was founded by Christian men with principle, okay?
Oh, geez, man. This
City Council.
How do y'all feel about Jake, man? He's over here on Alex Jones' show, and I've seen him on Alex Jones numerous times.
And they're not going to be laughing when the Crusaders show up Dearborn, Michigan. This August 18th, just this Tuesday, there's a city council meeting planned. They moved it from the city hall, normal building that they do it, to the Henry Ford Centennial Library. It's a massive, massive library. And we are going to have thousands of Christians there. We have a pig roast planned out.
He always says that. We're going to have thousands of people there. And then it's usually like him and like 3 other guys. You know what I mean? And is he manipulating us? Why am I starting to get the feeling like I'm getting played here? Jeffrey, thank you for the $4. Come on, family, match my $4 and super chat. Yeah, recently, we followed Jake Lang for the past year. We saw him almost die in Minneapolis. That was some serious stuff. Okay. He's got some questionable tactics. Does he accomplish anything though? That's what I want to know. It just seems like it's all like, I don't want to say it's for his content creation, because he does viral things, but he doesn't even like have a channel. He doesn't even like, he's not even building his social. He's being threatened to go to jail numerous times. Aunt Colleen, thank you for the 5. Thank you. Thank you for matching Jeffrey. Yeah, the guy that attacked him. I think he put that video up here, actually. No, maybe it's this video. See, I mean, look at the way they attack him, too. Like, everywhere he goes, it's free game. They just attack him. They don't give a fuck. They just damn near try to kill the dude. The police, look at that. Cop can't do nothing.
Stop! You're a fucking pussy! You're a coward! Hey.
That woman had no control over the situation. Stop! I don't even think they're feds. Feds is kind of a tired point, man. Feds is no, these are not feds. These are just people being bought out by other countries. In my opinion. I don't know if Jake fits that criteria though. Alex Jones 100%. Alex Jones is the biggest sellout on planet Earth. Biggest sell. You get that money whiffing in his. Just whatever you want me to do. Whatever you want me to do. Whatever you want me to do. I'll do it. Whatever. I don't care. He get a little whiff of that money and they just bend over. Let him have it. But Jake, I don't know. He may be just being manipulated by other people. I don't know. I really don't know. No, it's not most of the people. It's like, I think it was 26 people that were actually fed assets. Like there was, I think, was it 2 feds that were supposed to be there, told to be there, and the other like 20 something showed up on their own accord, and they disregarded the orders to not go into certain areas. They went anyways. Carla, thank you for the 5. And Lenny Skinny, thank you for the 5 as well. Thank y'all both, man. He really does. Like, listen, I like Jake Lang in a sense. I like that he's active. He goes out there, he organizes certain things, and he really says the shit that we want to say, but we know we'd either be arrested or canceled if we try to say some of these things. However, he does push it as far as he possibly can. Okay? He's not hiding it from anybody. He is absolutely a white nationalist. He wants America to just be a white country, and that's it. That's what he wants. He's talked about it numerous times. He even said that on Alex Jones' show a while back. That's what he's looking for. He wants it to be under all white control, and all of us that are not white just got to bow down to them, I guess, you know? But his antics also just make him look goofy. And I feel like a lot of people are roping all of us together. He's here to, he's making us look bad. And then everyone else that tries to be MAGA and just normal and just fight for our country to be, I wouldn't say like a leftist utopia in any sense of the word, but just normal, where the government isn't crushing us and they're not stealing all our money through higher taxes, but also that we still have law enforcement to keep people under control, because right now even the kids are going out of control and they're killing everyone. Man, I'm just saying though, like us over here, we're just like deciding how we're gonna vote and focusing on our families and what we got to do as people and citizens. Now, he wants to spark off this movement where we do a revolution as if we were leftists. And it could be that we need that in the sense, but I don't think we're there yet. I don't know. Because then if I listen to Jake Lang and I agree with his antics and I start going down that road, I'm definitely going to get blackpilled and say, yeah, fuck this whole government, abolish the whole damn thing. I don't know. Because then Jake Lang also comes out and says he loves Trump. He loves Trump. And so I think even the Groypers and the far right would not like that, because Trump isn't, far right enough for them. Or as they even say it, like Nick Fuentes says, that, Trumpism is a scam. Trump has scammed us. I don't know, man. I just feel like his antics, his movement, everything about it has no power behind it. It's making all of us look bad and silly. And at first I was like, yeah, this is badass. He's going out here and doing these things, spread the message, but as time goes on, it's just like, okay, he just wants to get out there and go viral, I guess. Is that even what he's trying to do? I don't know what he's trying to do. Because if you listen, we understand that Muslims are infiltrating our country. And that's what his main shtick is right now, is going to these, Houston and Dearborn and saying we don't want to be taken over by Muslims. But then he pushes it too far. Then he pushes it too far. And then he's saying things that he doesn't really think through. When he says, like, white people are all getting replaced by Muslims. It's not so much as white people. It's Americans. It's all of us being replaced by Muslims. And so when you talk that way, you just sound like a white supremacist, really. And that's not something that we do over here. We are not white supremacists. We are not white nationalists. We are America. Bottom line, we're not trying to exclude anybody. He said Bach is watching us, the Cock Circumcision channel. shout out to Cock Cock Circumcision channel. Shout out to Cock. Phoenix Rising, thank you for the 5. He says, feeling blessed to be born in this amazing country on this day a lot of years ago. Hey, happy birthday. Thank you, America. Oh, yeah. Beagle Mom with the 20. She said, he's a bit much for me. He is a bit much. He's too extreme. He's a little too extreme, man. Yeah, all I know, Bach, is Canadian Muslim. Somehow found his way into the Portland crew. What he was really trying to do was just milk off. He was just trying to suck on Tommy's, you know. He was riding Tommy's wave. Riding Tommy's wave. He thought he saw that I was restreaming, and he's like, I could do that. Let me go do that. Make some money. But then it failed because, you know, I actually built a platform before I restreamed other people. So it works for me. It works for me because I was actually somebody before Tommy. And then Tommy helped me build myself up. I helped Tommy build his channel up. We benefited each other. It's a great relationship. Great working relationship. My dog Tommy over there. And now Bach is really pissed off because everyone outed him. Oh, how dare they turn against me? All I did was try to infiltrate America. Stop it, bro. What did he say when he said that he joined, started talking about Portland and stuff like that because he saw a community that he really thought was cool and he wanted to join into. Man, shut that shit up. He wanted that money. He wanted that easy money. I mean, all I gotta do is restream someone else's stuff and just sit in the corner like this. Or, I'm sorry, Bach back in the day was more like this. All I gotta do is sit back here like this. I remember all I used to see was his hair on the screen. Just like this. Then his goat started walking up. Man, go away. Stop nagging me. Stop it. Oh, shout out to Bach. Canadian Muslim says, I want to be a conservative too. It would have been just fine if he didn't say that Americans are just going over there and killing babies. That's all they do. That's all they do. And then double down on it like a dumbass. Danny Cat, thank you for the happy poop. Iron Cowgirl Breed, thank you for the happy poop. It's okay. I'm not like the rest of y'all, though. I'm not going to hit you with no copyright strike. I'm going to let you restream me. It's okay. It's cool. I'm good with it, man. Share it around and talk to your audience about how wrong I am and how stupid I am. It's all good, man. Listen, I love it. Share me around. The stupid sound effects.
He needs some milk. Are you gay?
Debbie with the dog treats. Damn, man. TC Arts with the dog treats. Iron Cowgirl with the dog treats. Y'all just with the thumbs up and the gold coin. Danny Cat, thank you for the 5, man. Y'all aren't even putting messages in there. You're just giving me $5. I appreciate it. Another one. Another one.
Another one.
But no, anyways, what were we talking about? Jake being all crazy? Yeah, no, we're not doing all that. Listen, bro, all I care about is winning elections. I just want to win elections. I want to keep the left out of power. As long as Republicans have power, we can change things. It's just going to take a long time. Okay? It's going to take a long time. It's not going to be overnight. Are Republicans perfect? Absolutely not. There's a lot of fucked up Republicans in Congress and everything, man. There's a lot of messed up Republicans that we need to get out of here. The thing is, though, it's like asking Congress to make laws to hold themselves accountable. And you know they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. You need someone like Trump to come in there, someone who has no skin in the game when it comes to government. Barely benefits at all, loses net worth, making sacrifices just to even be in that position, doing the things that he knows are going to piss people off because he knows he has to get it done. Debbie, thank you for the 100. TC Arts, thank you for the treat. Appreciate you. Now, when it comes to Islam, I don't really give a fuck about Islam. I really don't. I don't want to see I don't want to see hijabs. I don't want to see women and I don't want to see women looking like Cam Higby over here. That shit's dumb. But, there's always two sides of that coin, right? In Islam, they have their women like this. They have their women very controlled. The men are, dominant. They're the patriarchs and all that whole thing. Every family all over the place. That's what they do. That's their whole thing. They have that while, our women over here fighting over who can abort who, or just white liberal women. Like we got bad women on both sides. Or, the situation for women is bad on both sides. Either your women are like this, actually oppressed, actually constricted to this type of life, or they're free and they do all the sorts of crazy shit that fucks their life up anyways. Or we just be normal conservative families. The woman stays at home and helps the house and takes care of the kids and cooks the dinners, and the guys go out and work their asses off all day, every day. It's the way it should be, but, we're just in a weird society right now where everything's all jumbled up and we don't have any strict values to follow. Everyone can just do what they want, be free as a bird. Yeah, she do have some arms. She got some water weight to them. She got her floaties stocked up. Carla, thank you for the flower. And I probably should read the Quran. Probably get more educated on Islam. I just don't give a fuck about it, bro. I don't care to know more about it. I know enough. I know what Sharia law is. It's not anything I'm interested in. I'm not trying to go learn the history of it. It has no bearing in my life at all. I don't care about it. Never going to debate anybody about Islam because I'm just going to sit here and say, bro, I don't know. I'm not bagging my woman up like a product I just bought off the shelf. I'm not putting her in no damn bag and making her walk around like my property all day, hiding her face and all that shit. I'm good on that. That enough is just enough for me to just disregard it. Even ever since I was a kid, Muslim, like Islam has just looked like evil, demonic, horrifying shit. The the hijabs and this thing. I forget what it's called. The whole bodysuit thing. That shit just looks evil to me. And like I said, it could be because, you know, I was born around, well, 9/11 happened when I was like in 5th grade or something like that. So, of course, I was stuffed with all this propaganda from, you know, I was very young and seeing this, women like this, and seeing Muslims and shit, and all the crazy videos we used to see back then about what it's like over there in that third world hellhole. And so I was just like, man, that's a thing of nightmares. Like, horror movies aren't even scary, but that shit is scary. I would never. It's called a burqa. See, I thought I was gonna say them burqa bags or whatever, Birkin bag. Anyways, seeing videos like that of what they live like over there in other countries, in like, you know, Iran and shit like that. Seeing that way of life, that shit is scary to me. Fuck that. I just want to be a regular American. I just want to be a regular person, man. Fuck all that. Am I even interested in debating it? No, not at all. Absolutely not. Yeah, I'll leave that to Cam Higby. I ain't got no time for that shit. I'll study my real enemy. The one I got to deal with is a leftist, a leftoids, the blue hairs with the giant septum piercings. That's what I'm studying. All right. Let me watch this video with you guys. All right. If y'all haven't seen it yet, this is some crazy shit, because Minneapolis, we all know it's voter fraud, right? We know how bad it is. We're going to talk about this more in the morning tomorrow, because there's a lot of things unfolding after this video came out. But I want to show this video to you guys so everyone knows how bad the voter fraud is. Okay. And big shout out to Cam Higby. This dude is amazing, man. Doing some really critical work. He doesn't get nearly enough credit. You know, Nick Shirley went super viral because he went to the Leering Center. And I think this is Cam Higby's moment right here. I hope he gets more attention for this too.
Allah, you're probably wondering what is going on right now. Well, tomorrow I'm going to polling stations in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It is primary day. I'm not actually gonna vote, I'm not gonna touch any ballots, but I'm gonna see if they will give me the ballots of random people who are actually registered to vote, real people, and see if they'll just hand me those ballots, because there's no voter ID here. I don't actually have to show my ID in order to vote in Minnesota. So Minnesota also has a voucher program where I can bring up to 8 additional people who are not registered to vote. They do not have to show their IDs. All I have to.
What the hell is up with this voucher program? What does that mean? You can bring up to 8 people? Because when you see how easily he gets somebody in there with him, it's insane. But 8 people? That's a whole Muslim. That's one Muslim dude, 4 of his wives, and 3 kids. And then they probably have another person, and they bring in another 5 kids, 8 kids. They're basically allowing the entire Muslim community to just come over here and vote with nothing.
Do is sign a piece
no
of
ID, nothing.
Says those 8 people live in the precinct and they can vote that day. I'm actually going to sign the piece of paper, but I'm going to see if they'll allow it.
Oh, God. There it is. Our song kind of worked together. No ballots or affidavits were signed.
In Minneapolis, James O'Keefe and I are going to go around the city to different polling stations, and we're going to see if they will allow us to vote without IDs, and then we're also going to see if they will allow us to vouch for other people who aren't even registered to vote. We're going to see how it goes. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment what you think of this down below, and hit the bell notification so you know when I post and when I'm live. I'll see you in a second.
It's a good point, Larry. Arturo, how do you know who's under the Halloween costume? It could be anybody carrying anything. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Everything's all messed up here.
Believable or no? Good. Is the voice believable or no? Yeah, I think it's good. You look, you're such a liar.
Are there links for the other person? Who? Cam Higby? I mean, it's not that hard to find him. You just type in Cam Higby.
I'm about to go into the first polling station with a decoy. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. She's going to be my vouchee. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to vouch for her. She doesn't have a voter registration or anything like that. I'm just going to go in and say, this is my friend. I vouch that she lives here.
Hello. Here. Have you voted here before?
No.
No. Okay, well, go down to where it says voting, take a right, and they'll help you out in there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
ICE at every polling station. You got an ID? No. Come on with me. We're going to check you in the system. You got an ID? No. Come with me. Then you're going to have a lawsuit saying that ICE stalled the polls too much.
Register over there.
Hello, what is your last name?
Do a recount.
Is that and what is your first name?
Genevieve?
What?
What was it again?
Genevieve?
Genevieve? And what is your address?
Parkway.
Okay, well, let's check.
Okay. And vouch?
I'm sorry?
Vouch?
She's vouching?
I vouch.
Oh, for her? And is she Genevieve?
No.
You're Genevieve.
I am.
So are you wanting to vote first?
You're gonna have to make a phone call.
Yes. But can she vote?
Is he supposed to be a woman? Is he supposed to be a woman? Because he don't sound like no woman.
If I vouch?
I'm trying to get the no, good luck.
Is she...
Tap into your inner trans.
Yes.
Yep, we didn't get her registered. So are you wanting to vote first, though?
Yes, but vouch for her.
Okay.
So she vote. So if I vouch, she vote?
Okay.
Hi.
Is that right?
Yep. So...
We no ID. No ID. We no ID.
Well, she'll need ID.
She need ID?
Yes. So we have a list of ID, and then you'll vouch that she lives where she
A list of ID. There's only one, isn't there?
These are
And your address?
acceptable ID.
I was told affidavit. I was told affidavit. I signed affidavit for her
Tim?
vouch.
But we still need an ID to show that she is who she says she is.
Okay.
So the vouching is that she lives where she says she is. But the...
Does she need to be registered?
ID, so that's how we would register. Is
she registered today.
Oh, is that James O'Keefe the one? Is James O'Keefe the one talking? And then Cam is just sitting there quietly with the camera in the burqa. With his Birkin bag. Is that what's going on here?
Okay, and she registered today.
She can register today if she has ID, and then you vouch that she lives in the district and in the precinct.
Okay.
Do you have ID on you?
We do not
like
have.
Like a photo ID?
We do not have ID.
No, that's Cam. That's Cam right there. Okay, so Cam is in the woman. That's James O'Keefe talking to her. That was Cam right there.
List. So like a state ID, passport, military or veteran ID.
No, we no have ID. We no have pocket.
Okay. So then without any form of ID, photo ID, then she wouldn't be able to register.
Can I vote without ID?
Yes, if you're already in the system.
Okay. Okay.
Then you can vote.
Ooh.
If you're already in the system.
Hold on. I just need to point this out. I walked into this polling station with
Cam is talking
of a random person who is registered to vote in this precinct.
Okay. Let's correct it. That is Cam talking. I don't know who's recording, but that's Cam, the one who's doing all the talking. That's Cam. Okay.
I am not that person. Here I am in full niqab, and this poll worker was prepared to allow me to fraudulently vote in that person's name without verifying that I'm that person. They don't need ID from me. They don't need to prove that I actually am Genevieve. They were just going to allow me to vote. They might have had me sign an affidavit, but nobody's going to check those affidavits. And even if they did, there's no way to prove Genevieve didn't sign it and that it was rather me.
One moment. I get a call. I get a call from my mother. I get a call from my mother. Yeah, call from my mother. Okay. So they were going to let me vote as Genevieve.
Yeah.
I asked them if I needed ID. They said no, as long as I'm in the system, I can vote. As long as I know the name and address, I can vote. I literally wasn't even doing a female sounding voice, and they were just eating it up, buying it.
Yeah.
They were gonna let me vote as Genevieve. They said that needed her ID. So I said, can I vouch for her? Can I vouch for her? Yes, you can vouch for her, and she can vote today. Yes, she can vote today. Neither of us have IDs. And they said she will need her ID so that she can register to vote, because they're going to register her there on the spot. So I guess the question would be, in Minnesota, can you receive an ID as a non-citizen?
It is the case in Minnesota that driver's licenses are issued to anyone, regardless of their immigration status or their citizenship. And
any sanctuary city will give you an ID. Any one of them. They'll give anybody an ID. Doesn't matter their citizenship or anything like that. You just got to go through the process of the DMV. That's it. Beagle Mom with another $20. Hold on. He said Oklahoma must show ID and register 25 days prior to a general election. Same thing here in Texas. You got to be registered. You got to actually go through and take a picture of your ID to register. You have to, when you go up there, you give them the ID and they scan it or whatever. And they make sure it's legit or whatever they do. I don't know what they do, but they scan it. They make sure that you can only vote the one time. Pint-sized Savage Patriot, thank you for the treat. I'm sorry. Whoops. That one. Gina Lowe, thank you for the 5. He says, Somali men and women do not associate in public at all. They don't talk at all, or they just don't. Man, that whole fucking thing is crap, man.
Top of that, the requirements to register to vote do not include a photo ID that is restricted to the state of Minnesota. You can have a photo ID or driver's license from any state
or permit,
the state of Minnesota, which actually doesn't prove
a permit. You can just get online, and anyone that's trying to get their driver's license the first time, you just get that shit online. Easy peasy.
Your residence to the state.
So we're preparing right now for the second location. I'm going to walk in and ask if I can vouch for 8 other people, including the decoy that we're going to bring in that is also in a full thobe and hijab. And we're going to see what they do. The last one, we walk in, the white lady sitting at the desk. Hi, how can I?
That's the question. How can they vote if they're not citizens? Welcome to America, baby. Apparently we just... As long as you're a moving body with a name, you can just vote. We've seen videos in other places like California where they don't even give a fuck. Bro, they won't check your ID. They'll say, you'll be like, hey, here's my ID. Oh, no. Don't show that to me. It's illegal for you to show me your ID. What? What? It's illegal for you to show me that? Yeah, they put laws in place that says they can't even legally check your ID. They're just supposed to allow you to vote. Probably can't. That's why, listen, if Republicans don't show up in mass to vote, then we just get demolished. You got too many illegals voting for the left. They're never going to vote for the right. Never.
Help you. She's so excited to see me. So, see how this one goes? I imagine it'll be much the same. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of people there.
So they're going into White Park Recreation Center, and they're going to ask about this vouching program in Minnesota. You can actually vouch for up to 8 people who live in your precinct. We're going to put this.
That vouching thing, I've never heard of that before until this video. I saw the clip from Kim Higby before, but he explained the vouching thing in the beginning, and he just said it too. Like, I've never heard of that before. That is crazy. I never even knew you could do that. So you could just vouch for everybody? Your whole community?
To the test, you see the 2 Somalis are going in. One of them is a transgender Somali. Talks with a weird feminine voice. We'll see if this works.
Hi, are you here to vote today?
Yes.
We have you wait. Then you'll check in with the poll pads and be on your way to start the process. Are you here to vote also? Okay,
Vouch.
Great. Oh, to vouch. Okay, awesome. Do you live in this precinct?
Yes.
No, you. The voucher. Does she live in the precinct? You do. Perfect. We'll just have you check in at the poll pads here. Charles is right up front. Okay.
What is required?
What is required? They will help you. I'll show you right here. Right in the poll pad, Charles. Okay.
I haven't seen this part.
Hi. Hello. Can I get your last name, please? You can spell the first 3 letters. And your first name? Kami. And then your address, please. My address, I just moved. It is 3530 Cleveland Northeast. Got you here. So if you can take a look and make sure that. Can I vouch?
You sure can.
Yes.
We'll get you checked in first, and then we can vouch.
What is required?
You're already pre-registered, so nothing else. Just you'll sign something, and we'll get your phone number.
And then she vote?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we need ID?
Nope.
No ID needed? Her ID? She does not need ID?
Nope.
I have also 7 other people.
You know what else is crazy? If you got white liberal women in these polling offices, I'm sure they will disregard rules just to give everyone the right to vote. Like this woman right here, I'm sure you're actually supposed to show an ID or something. Like, I'm sure that's on the books. That's something you're supposed to do. But she's just like, I hate Donald Trump. I hate conservatives. I hate America. Every time I see an American flag, I think racism. So yeah, you guys can vote all you want. Yeah, vote away. Here, you want 3 ballots each? Here you go.
I live with. Can they not?
She's like, whatever, bro. Just get the ballots and start voting.
You can vouch for them. You can vote up.
Remember to vote Democrat, though.
Up to 8 people.
And no ID for any.
Yeah.
Nope.
She's sticking it to Trump.
People, you can't vouch anymore today.
Okay. Tomorrow?
Tomorrow, election day is over.
Okay. And what if some of them do not live with me?
If you know them personally and you know that they live in this precinct,
in the area,
it needs to be this precinct.
They do.
So make sure it's the same precinct, not just the neighborhood, but there's specific boundaries.
And no ID, I vote. Kami.
Correct.
No ID.
Right.
And she vote today. And 7 others.
And 7 others, yeah.
Vote today, no ID.
Right.
Okay.
Hi there.
Okay, and what happened with thing I signed?
Oh, they'd be kicked out so fast.
What happens with the thing you sign? Well, you are signing an oath, a legal oath that you know them.
They called the National Guard on them.
And then they are signing this oath, which says that they are who they say they are and that they are allowed to vote here today. So they live in this area, they're U.S. citizens, they're at least 18.
Do they check?
Well, yeah.
They do check it?
After the fact, yeah.
Yeah.
I go grab my 7 friends. I go grab 7 friends, bring them with me. Okay? I go grab, and they vote today, no ID.
Even he's like,
okay,
what is going on here?
The sign thingy. I vote Kami.
I'm sorry?
I vote Kami, no ID. They vote no ID. 7, 8 including.
Yeah, that's correct.
I go grab. They in the truck. I go grab them. We grab them.
I wonder, are they just going to leave or are they actually going to do it?
Polling station. I was dressed just like this. I gave a name that is not me. I said, the name is Kami. And they said, okay, you're in the system, you can vote today. I said, what about ID? Do I need an ID to vote? They said, no, you do not need an ID to vote. You're in the system, that's good enough. So any person who has the address and name of another person can walk into a Minnesota voting polling station and vote in that person's name without ID. On top of that, I brought...
That's right, guys. Israel is our number one. Israel is the problem here. It's Bibi's fault. You know, yeah, exactly. The other lady at the first place actually did say they need an ID to be put in the system. But you just go around here, find the first white liberal woman you could find. Excuse me, ma'am. Look for the biggest septum piercing you could find. Excuse me, ma'am. Can I vote without my ID and bring my other 8 illegal alien friends in here to vote alongside me? Oh yes, of course, of course. I don't want to infringe on your rights. That's crazy.
And a decoy who was also in hijab and a thobe, and I said, can this person vote? I will vouch for them. They are not registered to vote. They do not have ID. Can they vote? They said yes. I said, okay, well, Minnesota law allows me to vouch for 8 people, so I'll bring 7 others. Can I bring 7 others? She said yes. I said, no ID for any. She said, no ID for any. I said, I vote as Cami Sluggers. And she said, yes. Notice I said vote as, because I'm not that person. And it probably should be pretty obvious that I'm not that person. Nobody needs ID. And I can fraudulently vote.
Does he have a tattoo? Can Muslims even get tattoos?
I didn't touch any ballots.
Right there on his wrist, right here. Can they even get tattoos? I don't know if they do that. I don't know if that's one of them rules.
Documents. But they were going to allow me today to go vote as a person who I am not and bring 8 other people whom they do not know and whom have no affiliation with the government. They have no documents with the government.
They can't, right?
To vote without ID. Those people can vote.
Tattoo. Haram.
I'm about to go in as William. I am going in as William Pomerantz. I'm going to ask about the vouching. Okay.
Fuck this. I'm just going to go vote 10 times for Trump.
At young age.
It is ma'am. It is ma'am.
It is
ma'am.
It is ma'am.
Tell me.
Okay.
Hello. Good evening.
Yeah, you need to work on that voice, sir.
Disgusting.
You're not convincing nobody that you're pregnant.
They're with me.
They're not voting?
Oh my God.
Yeah?
Vouching for.
I vouch for them.
Oh, great.
Is that okay?
Yes.
How does that work?
Well, if you're all in the same precinct,
Yes.
and you are already registered, which it looks like you are, then you can vouch for them as ID for them.
Oh, good. If they do not have their ID, is it okay? I vouch for them.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Good.
let's check you first.
How many people may I vouch?
As long as you got your ID.
What is it? It's
8?
I thought it was 6.
I can vouch for 8 people. Oh, good. We can go pick up and Ranuzu in the car.
Get my goat.
Good. English.
Get my goat right now.
Again, I can vouch for 8 people.
Yeah. In your precinct.
In my, that live. Yes, in my precinct. That is so wonderful.
Yes.
That is such a good American.
Look at this guy.
No, I just vouch for them.
Well,
It's
you're
good.
the ID.
I am the ID. It's good. Let's go get Muhammad.
Aren't you that James O'Keefe guy?
I did not know 8. I thought 2. So I will be right back.
Verify to make sure. Do you want to go ahead and...
I'm going to go get the others and I'll come right back. I'm just in the car. Okay?
Oh, they're in the car?
Yes, ma'am. They come, but I did not know that it was 8.
All right.
So you just keep this here. Thank you so much. Vouching. I did not know about the vouching.
Yeah.
But now I know.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. Oh yes.
No ID. We come right back. Thank you.
Oh yes. Everybody does that. People bring whole families in here.
I posed as a vouchee for James, and same thing happened.
So I'm in the airport on my way home. I hope you guys understood the point of this video. It wasn't to break the law. It wasn't to commit voter fraud. It was just to point out
we're just asking questions
system and how easily exploitable it is. I mean, I walked into a polling station with my face covered and non-visible, and those poll workers were going to allow me to vote in the name of completely random people whom I am not, without verifying my ID in any way. And they were going to allow me to vouch for 8 other people so that they could vote same day, also without verifying their ID. Without
that, this is insane. Okay, this needs to have much more much more exposure on this, and we're going to talk about this tomorrow because the news is talking about it. So I'm going to gather everything I can. We're going to have a good morning show tomorrow, man. But shout out to Cam Higby. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the guy. This is his moment, man. He needs to go viral for this. Oh yeah, this is a good video for him. 250,000 views. Let's go, man. Let's go. Now, let me go to an X real quick. I want to see if he said anything recently. Oh, you gotta subscribe. What's this? Another one?
Got here recently. I don't really know their citizenship status. They're from the Gaza Strip.
Hidden camera captures Minnesota poll workers confirming alleged foreign terror organization members can vote if vouched for. It just gets better and better. What kind of shit is this?
They want to vote today.
It's okay.
I can vote, right? These guys were actually members of Hamas. They got here recently. I don't really know their citizenship status. They're from the Gaza Strip, and they want to vote today.
It's okay.
I can vote, right?
Correct. If he's vouching, you can vouch for up to 8 people.
My friends here would need to show what?
If you're vouching for them, they wouldn't need to show anything.
They don't need to show anything.
Is that like a common thing for people to vouch for Hamas members?
Oh. Okay, so this is Citizen Justice League. Okay, maybe it's like the same kind of group or something like that. But another one. This is crazy, man.
In black. I'm in the burqa once more. I thought we were going to retire the old face covering, but I guess not. Steve, right? In this situation, we should leave that.
Well, yeah, man. I don't even know what to say. We're so cooked in this country. We gotta fix things, man. At least the Trump administration is trying. You know, they're at least going for it, trying to expose the voter fraud. But, you know, out of everything that's been exposed, I never even knew about any of this shit. The vouching thing, that's new. That's new to me. It's the first time hearing about it right here on this show. I had no idea that even was a thing. And then the fact that as long as I have an ID, I can bring 8 more people with me and they can just vote? What? How has that been allowed to? How is that even allowed? What lawmakers somewhere in when did that become a thing? Let me see. How do you spell vouch? Vogue. vouch. Like ouch, but 1973, as part of the same law establishing election day voter registration, Minnesota laws 1973, chapter 676, it first applied to elections held after that legislation took effect, including the 1974 election cycle. The original law allowed someone registering on election day to prove residence by having a voter already registered in that precinct sign an oath stating that they personally knew the applicant lived there. One important clarification, the voucher is confirming the person's residence, not legally guaranteeing citizenship or personally giving them a vote. Well, you better remind them the applicant still swears that they meet Minnesota's voting qualifications. So I guess what they're saying here is that if it's found out later, you will be arrested or charged. If it turns out that one of the people you vouched for didn't live in the precinct, or they weren't a legal citizen, maybe, that eventually you would get charged. But either way, your vote's going to be counted. You think that? When's the last time you ever heard of somebody getting arrested for vouching for a voter? To vouching for someone else to vote. Today, one registered precinct voter may vouch for up to 8 people. Someone who has vouched for the day cannot then vouch for somebody else. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to say here. That's a head scratcher. That's just crazy, man. I don't know. And listen, the fact that we just heard them say that, no, they can all vote. You don't need IDs. They don't need IDs. As long as you got an ID, then they can all vote. That's how it's being used. The law is probably not supposed to allow that, but they just don't give a shit about it anymore. It's probably not even enforced. Nobody researches it. Nobody actually looks into who votes. They just look at the numbers and they say, boom, run them through. Run the numbers through, man. This is very troublesome. And you wonder why we are losing so bad to the left. And by the way, come on, don't let Beagle Mom fund the whole show, because she just dropped another 50. Beagle Mom says, I Googled 24 states in Washington, D.C. have implemented same-day or election day registration. We need to wake up. So you can just walk up there and register. And then is that even vetted correctly? Or they just fill this paperwork out, type it in the computer, clack, 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 clack. Okay, here you go. Here's your ballot. No wonder we have such a hard time losing or like trying to win these elections, man. Us Republicans, we're over here trying to do things fair. We're trying to do things the right way, by the book, follow the Constitution. Yeah, hell yeah. They're over here vouching for 8 additional votes. Which, by the way, so, okay, let's say you vouch for 8 people in one precinct. They don't even check their IDs. But then you go to another precinct, and then another person vouches for those same 8 people. And then they vote again. That's 16 votes for them. And then they can just go to another precinct with another person that has an ID in that precinct, and then they can go vote there. And then you can just keep doing that. You can rinse and repeat the cycle, bro. You could have everyone voting like, you could have like 50 votes with the party like that just roams around. Man, Jesus. And this is state law. You are not going to get Somalis. You're not going to get the state house. You're not going to get nobody to make a new law to correct this. You can forget that. You can forget that. Ernie LLC. Thank you for the 50, brother. He says, salute Arturo. Let's make it an even hundo. Level up the likes. Moderators, good evening. We'll be 12 years Republican. It will be a while before we see Democrats. I hope so, but I know they're gearing up. I know they're preparing to win the next presidential election. And while we're over here trying to do things the right way, I know they're getting ready to cheat. They're figuring out some way to cheat, man. I know they're going to do it. And the fact that Republicans were really rhinos in the Senate, refused to pass the SAVE Act. They refused to pass the SAVE Act. And if they don't get that thing passed, we will never win. Like, they're always going to cheat. Always. We're never going to have a fair election ever again if they don't pass the SAVE Act. Crazy stuff, man. You know, I see people on X right now. I actually posted something about this earlier. This stuff is really pissing me off. This right here. Oh my God. Is that? Bro. Owen Schroyer. He's been infected with TDS. He is Kathy Griffin. He is Kathy Griffin. Look at that. Why did I move? Oh, well, okay. Free TDS, you know, pro-Trump, right? Normal dude, beard, all that good stuff. Now look at it. I know he's a bot. I know he's about to get, bro. Are you gay?
Why are you gay?
Get that off the screen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It caught me off guard too. I'm gonna comment about that later. I'm not even gonna talk about that. This right here. This stupid, I'm tired of this on X right now. We got a lot of these breaking news. Hold on, let me read this super chat first. Mandible, thank you for the 50. He said, I'm thankful that I don't live in Minnesota. Facts. You and me both. And thank you so much for the 50. Salute to you. Thank you so much. Cooter maxing? Y'all want me to go back, don't you? I want to go back. What? I'm going to tell you what this is, okay? This is just, these are femcon, or these are, yeah, femcons. They're feminists, but they try to pretend like they're conservatives too. They ride the conservative way, but they do it in their own feminist flavor, right? Femcons, feminists pretending to be conservatives. Simple as that. They'll pretend like they want to be conservative. You know, they'll go viral and they'll say, you know, I hate these trannies. I hate these trannies. Do all this stuff. But did they really live that lifestyle of being a conservative woman? Well, first of all, she's in Congress, so no. She is not, you know, taking care of the kids and taking care of her husband and taking care of the home and being a conservative woman. She's a feminist out here on her boss bitch lifestyle and in Congress and all that good stuff. And in this one, just stop. Stop. Cooter maxing? Cooter mogging? Is that what you said? Both y'all said, man. Listen, I'm sorry, ladies. But for these women out here that are in politics and all this, I can't take them seriously. I just can't. I can't. And another thing too. So like this account right here, right? They're like, holy shit, they finally did it. They passed the SAVE Act, right? And then you see in the comment section, Just Jen, she has 220,000 followers. Thank God for Scott Pressler. Girl, this is news. Like, this is old news, okay? This is context and all this other bullshit that happened like a year ago. We've been sitting on the SAVE Act forever. And they're talking about, holy shit, they finally did it. No, they didn't do nothing. It's an old video, Scott over here. And shout out to Scott. I know he's a really good dude, really doing a good fight. But these conservative voices, and I see this mainly coming from women, okay? Hell, I even throw Savannah Hernandez in this group, who just don't do the research, bro. They're just mimicking each other. They're just whatever gets the clicks, bro. They're not here to really give y'all. They're not here to give y'all the real news like I am, okay? I'm sorry. I got a different worldview on all of this stuff. When I see these other people copying what everyone else is saying, or just not even doing any research at all and just agreeing, commenting, yay, we did it, yay. Like, y'all are just airheads. Y'all are airheads. And you're just lucky that I guess you're good looking and dudes just follow you without even thinking about it. They're just like, oh yeah, my queen. Like, nah, bro, I'm not listening to none of these chicks. I'm sorry, y'all. There's like no conservative woman on the internet that I listen to or even take any. I can't do it. All these female podcasters, I just can't do it. I can never sit there and literally sit there and watch a whole hour of them talking or yapping or whatever they do. You know, they try to have a, what was it called? It's on YouTube. Her View or something like that. TBD. Yeah. So Patrick Bat David, he tried to have a show with just women. What was it called? Do y'all remember what that show was called? And this is not to knock women, but it's just like, what was their show called? Her View? Is that what, I know it was called something. Maybe it's on his they don't even have it on here. Shit. Her Take. Yo, we tried reviewing this show. Look, it died 5 months ago. We tried reviewing this show back in the day when it first came out, and it was miserable. Can we go to the first one?
Couple of days.
Was the conservative version of The View? Y'all never heard of it? Good. I reviewed this video when it first came out, and this was a year ago. June 6, 2025, man. We reviewed it. We tried to watch it. It's got Anna Kasparian on it. There was a part where they were just yelling at each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is the first episode, and they just couldn't go through the episode without fighting each other.
The people have more fun. They're better looking. The sports are better.
Lauren.
And your quality of life will be better. Go to an SEC school.
Give you guys one more thing. You are not allowed to be a conservative if you go to an Ivy League school. You just are not allowed to be.
Well, you'll be in a minority for sure. As
I feel like it's so easy.
I'm sure it exists. However, the problem is when you just make a blanket statement about an entire group of people, it's unfair, it's politically stupid, and now Democrats are paying the consequences for that.
Yes, amen. And they have an affinity group for every would have allowed Kamala Harris to be shoved aside.
That's actually correct, and they were very vocal about that. It wasn't just about the base, the congressional.
Now, what was it? I know it was like one of the first few episodes where they were just going at it. It was the Asian chick and Anna Kasparian. They were just clawing each other's eyes out. And I remember it was the first episode, but whatever. I'm not going to torture y'all, man. Listen, bro, there's no way I'm sitting through an hour of this shit. They may be conservatives, I guess, whatever, but I'm not sitting an hour through this shit. I just can't do it. And by the way, y'all think Minnesota's that you think that's bad?
We're tracking a developing.
Oh, no, I got to save that for the morning. We got to save that for the morning.
Medicaid fraud to the list of accusations against 4 people arrested for their alleged roles in Hennepin County's sex trafficking scheme. The suspects include a now former Anoka County prosecutor.
Fox 9's Corin Hoggard spent the day putting together the pieces of this puzzle. He now joins us from Minneapolis. It is complicated, Corin, so investigators called the sex trafficking operation sophisticated. You uncovered the element of fraud that's now involved in this as well.
That's right, Kelsey and Randy. Investigators pieced together their investigation with a lot of details from 13 victims inside that sex trafficking operation. And that included a lot of the places where the business took place. One of the locations was this house right here behind me, which is also tied into a Medicaid fraud investigation where up to $2.5 million just disappeared. Behind these doors, more than a dozen victims described a fairly standard sex work business. They had to pay for posts on websites run by Victoria Comanache or Catherine Tomes. They often went to homes in Minneapolis, St. Louis Park, or Bloomington, often owned by Andrea Sampson. And each time they left $100 in an envelope for the bosses. Prosecutors say Frank Reeves was the driving force.
This was a complicated scheme. This was a scheme that was designed not only to exploit the victims in these cases, take advantage of them, but also structured to hide the money and the proceeds. That was done with multiple individuals, including building out shell companies.
Ms. Sampson, who was at the time working as an attorney in the Anoka County Attorney's Office, secured and provided.
This woman looks sicker and deader than every time I see her. She just looks worse and worse and worse.
Locations for commercial sex transactions and also assisted in maintaining shell companies to hide and funnel profits from the sex trafficking ring.
I knocked at a few of the homes owned by Sampson and listed as sites for commercial sex operations at times between 2021 and 2026. In a couple cases, they recently started operating as assisted living facilities. Only one person answered the door and she confirmed it's an assisted living facility, but said she wasn't supposed to answer any questions. Investigators believe they've answered some of the pressing questions. The Attorney General's office filed a connected fraud case against Salman Elmi.
Why is it always Somalis, bro? I swear, if you watch anything regarding Minneapolis or any breaking news, sex ring uncovered, trafficking uncovered, Medicaid fraud uncovered, it's always Somalis. Always. Oh, that's right. Because it is always Somalis. And the worst part is that they're legal American citizens. Ain't no getting rid of them. Ain't none of that. We're stuck with them. See, they had a ton of babies back in the 90s. Got them their citizenship. Now they're in their 20s. And they're over here just wreaking havoc. That's what we got, man. That's what we got going on over here. That whole vouching thing is insane. Because you know Somalis bring their whole kids up in there. Probably bring the teenagers in there too. Have them vote. Nobody even checks. Nobody even figures. They just run the numbers up. As long as we got the numbers, that's all that matters, baby. Just get the numbers. Run them up. This is rough, man. Oh, Jay Lynn. Hold on, wait a minute. Jay Lynn, thank you for the 50. You said, good grief, we don't need these freaks on our side unless they talk and look normal. Yeah, what was going on with Owen Schroyer, man? Where did he go? Oh my God. This dude has really fallen off, bro. Have you ever heard what he's been saying? I got a post here somewhere. Y'all like this one? It's so dumb. We don't need it's a joke, bro. We know it's a joke. Singer Billie Eilish said, "I'm not releasing any more music until Trump ends the war." I said, "Oh, Trump, please keep the war going. Oh, please." I've only heard the one song, the Bad Guys song. I don't even know if Billie Eilish has other songs, or how many albums she has, or if that was just a one hit single or what. I have no idea. I'm tired of looking at her sad face too. This one right here.
Getting in there and stop. So the only answer might be Democrats getting in there and stopping this administration. Democrats getting in there and stopping Trump from all the damage he's doing to this country. It might be the only option. That's what people are realizing. Wake up, guys. Wake up, MAGA.
Yeah, wake up, guys.
I get it. You thought it was all great. No. Wake up. Wake up. Trump is George Bush, maybe worse. The economy's not getting any better. The Pentagon is broke. The debt is at a record high. Americans' debt is at a record high.
Yeah, who put the debt that high, sir? Who ramped up the debt extremely high? Huh? It must have been Trump, I guess. It must have been Trump ran it up.
You're in the Middle East. Americans are coming back in body bags. Wake up. Wake up. You have been sold out. Trump sold you out.
That mustache is not working.
And I wonder how many of these Americans that signed up for the military, a 19-year-old girl, a 19-year-old girl signs up for the military. She's dead now. I wonder if she signed up because she believed Donald Trump.
I'm pretty sure she probably signed up to fight for our country. Wait, you think women sign up for the military because they think there's not going to be a war? Like they sign up, "Oh yeah, let me ride the military because I know Trump won't put us in a war and war will never happen." What? Nobody signs up for the military and says, might as well get in there now. Might as well get in there now while there's no war going on. This is Owen Schroyer. He used to work with Alex Jones, but now he's doing his own show. That's that guy I just showed y'all.
So the only answer might be Democrats.
But this is what he's talking about. This is how they're talking right now, y'all. You know that Thomas Massie and Nick Shirley just had a beef, right? Oh yeah, that's great. And it's not of any of it has nothing really to do of Nick Shirley's doing. Oh, come on. I know I got more than that. Where's my post? I got the bots coming after me all the time. Where's it at? Look at that post. I stand with Nick Shirley, F Massey. Right? And all the bots are coming in here. When did the so-called MAGA Republicans become a bunch of whiners? I can copy and paste the same statement too, like you bots do. Pointing out exposing fraud is only half the job, isn't it? Whatever. LOL. Massey wants Epstein's friends arrested. Nick Shirley works on behalf of Epstein's friends. Be real, you stand with Epstein clients, but hard for you to accept. Go stand with Howard Lutnick, Chomo defender. Same meme right there. Oh, F you, Jew. What I tell y'all, if you say anything in support of Donald Trump or in support of MAGA, you're automatically a Zionist. You're automatically a Jew. You see this movement? Do y'all understand this attack that's happening? Nick is a paid shill. This is on my post, by the way. Because you're a shill bitch dipshit. Well, I'm not a bot. Sounds like something a bot would say. Well, I'm not a bot, and it appears you're ignoring pedos and what they do to children around the world. I would stand with the man who doesn't look at... Bro, where are the names, Thomas Massey? Where are the names at? I'm going to release the names. I'm going to release the names. I'm going to release the names. Loses the election. Well, so much for that. I was only going to release the names if you guys were going to, help me win the election. I was only going to release the names if you guys, voted me in, but fuck you guys. So who's the pedo protector now? I thought he's got names to show y'all that he was talking about a year ago. We're going to go on the floor. We're going to release the names. Never release shit. Got a whole bill passed that's supposed to release all the Epstein files. Well, the Epstein files are all out there. Now what? Now what? All out there. No names, no arrests came of it. Donald Trump told us, he said, it's a fucking hoax. Ain't shit in there. If there was incriminating evidence, they already got rid of that shit. There definitely wasn't nothing to incriminate Donald Trump in there. Bunch of nothing. I watched so many streams of people analyzing all of the Epstein files, and there was nothing in there. It was clean. There was a lot of talking. There was a lot of messaging and stuff like that. There was a lot of inferences, but there wasn't no concrete evidence of somebody doing anything. There wasn't no list. There wasn't no names of people that they were going to drop. This was a political stunt, and y'all all fell for it. Not you guys, because I told y'all. I told y'all this was a stunt. The day that the Democrats came out and said, we're going to release the files, I told y'all that day that it was a big-ass stunt, and here we are a year and a half later, and the stunt came and went. Now all it is a talking point to divide MAGA. That's all it is. That's all it ever was. All it is, it's all it ever was. Just a talking point to divide MAGA. Okay, bootlicker. Just keep on. Yeah. Okay. So that's supposed to. You're probably Nick's plants. I don't, and fuck you, shekel whore. Look at that profile. Yeah, y'all. These are real people, y'all. You think this guy with this fucking cigar in his mouth in his cheap ass Dollar General lawn chair in his backyard, this photo taken in 1994, put this as his banner picture. Jack Tour 666, limousine riding, hold on. Limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, son of a gun. Shit. Shit, baby, let's get it. That's a bot if I ever seen one. Thomas, look at this. Thomas Massey wants you to come to his show, and I would like to try and make that happen. That was May 25th. Let me see his replies. You're just a retarded MAGA. I still listen to Alex. I no longer listen to you, Tim Pope. And this is where you can tell our Congress is compromised when you have a Democrat coming to aid a Republican. What? Hateful campaign being run by Daniel Blazarian in Florida. Blatantly anti-Semitic. Yeah, it really is. Yeah, fuck Daniel. Daniel Blazarian. Clown. I can't wait to see his abysmal numbers. Lowest numbers in history. Gonna make Kamala Harris look good. Piece of shit. I love the fact that Groypers act like they are this big movement, but they have failed every time. Every attempt to do anything has been nothing but an absolute failure. So much so they got someone like Thomas Massey to lose his election. This is great, man. But you're not even a good bot. I got mine yesterday. Got what? Somebody got suspended. Stop noticing. Whatever. There's Dan Balzerian right there. Who the fuck is this guy? Another fucking shekel whore. Another fucking shekel whore. You have 4 choices: support Islam, Israel, both, or neither. Fuck them both. Like, it's literally him. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Tom Morgan says, I hate Trump. Me too. And they're jerking each other off. Yeah, exactly. That's Groypers for you, right? This dude. Wait a minute, bro. I'm 65-year-old Israel supporter. It's literally you. It's literally him. He turned himself into a meme? I'm like, did he take this guy's profile picture and make it his? Well, clearly not. Okay. So why is he memeing himself? What is going on, bro? These bots are confused. They're confunkled. They don't know what's going on. Not that stupid motherfucker. Fucking Trump. He betrayed us all. All the time I shoot myself too. I don't live in the city. I stand with Nick Shirley. Fuck Massey. I don't, and fuck you, shekel whore. That's his reply to me. We like that post. If speaking out against the Republican spending because they are basically the same as the Democrats, sorry, maybe you're drunk or have no cognitive thinking skills, or being anti-war and against a foreign government having too much interference in our foreign policy is being a commie. I don't think you know what the fuck you talking about. Fuck this guy. Now I'm like, is this a bot or just a dumbass? It's one of the two. It's either one of the two. Anyways, this is all dumb shit. America, baby. But okay, so the whole point I was even bringing this up is that Thomas Massey is attacking Nick Shirley. Okay. Why? I don't know. What was the point of that? Right here. So Nick Shirley is coming out talking about...
It's shocking.
Look, your tax dollars have become the new money laundering scheme for the corrupt politicians. Governor Hochul, he's talking about Democrats. Mayor Mamdani Hochul, he's talking about Democrats, right? Well, Thomas Massey says, well, hard to take Nick Shirley seriously until he starts calling out Johnson, Thune, and Trump for funding the daycare fraud in every omnibus and CR bill, no quadrails. You're what? So Nick Shirley is literally just on behalf of the people trying to uncover and expose fraud. But because he hasn't turned against Donald Trump, that makes him what, a traitor? You're saying you can't take him seriously until he turns on Donald Trump like you did, Massey? Hey, fuck you. We all call out Thune. Fuck Thune. Johnson's an all right guy. I don't see any problem with him. But you're basically saying if he doesn't turn against Trump, then we shouldn't take him seriously? Man, shut up. Nick Shirley's over here getting work. He's done more walking around with his iPhone than Thomas Massey has done his entire career. How long has he been in Congress? Like 10 years, 15 years? He's been in Congress for a long time. Ain't done fuck all. Ain't done shit. But yeah, Nick Shirley can go out, go knock on some doors with his iPhone and uncover billions of dollars worth of fraud that now the Trump administration is fighting against and chasing around and knocking that taken care of. You know, like, what are we talking about here? There's only one thing I see happening coming from people like Massey, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Alex Jones, Tucker Carlson, Joe Cunt, Candace Owens, Megyn Kelly. There's only one thing I see. Owen Schroeder. The only thing I see is they want to divide MAGA. They want to tear down MAGA. And they just want Democrats to win. Some other country is influencing them, probably Russia, probably China, in order to turn MAGA against each other so that way the Democrats can win. Why? Because they want Democrats to open the doors again, open the floodgates, let the fraud happen. Restore order to the way the Democrats had it, where we as American citizens suffered while the rest of the world used us and abused us. Think about what Donald Trump has done, bro. He's put America back on top, where we used to be under the foot of China. China would manipulate our markets. You couldn't start selling a product because China's just going to take it over. They're going to sell a cheaper version of yours, and they're going to ship that shit straight to your house easier, faster. So Americans can't even start making businesses anymore. We can't manufacture. Now all we can do is go get a job at Starbucks. There is no innovation here in America when we have China doing it all, right? And Donald Trump said, man, we're fixing all that. We're fixing all that. We're doing tariffs. We're going to make them suffer. If that's the way they want to play, we're going to make them suffer, right? And so everyone's like, nah, man, we got to fix this. That's our money. Have y'all seen the way China has crumbled since Donald Trump hit him with the tariffs? He's been destroying China without even going to war with them. All he had to do was hit him with tariffs. Now, what happens to us? What is our repercussions for that? Well, that cheap shit you get off of Temu and TikTok Shop and some part Amazon and stuff like that, all that cheap knockoff crap that you just love to order and just show up at your door and you're like, ooh, this is so cute. I love this little cheap knickknack, even though it breaks in 10 uses or whatever. All that shit, it got a little more expensive. And so Americans think, oh, this is just the economy crumbling. No, our economy is doing just fine. It's their economies that are crumbling. And guess what? Because we depend on them, which is the way Democrats have it set up, we depend on them to manufacture, to distribute. We are just a money pit. We're just the ones that send them the money. And then they give us their cheap crap. And they keep the good shit for themselves, by the way. Right? We get the cheap garbage. And Donald Trump messed up the money. Now their economy is crumbling. Our economy is like, well, we're spending less money in other countries. We're spending it here in our country. As much as people say that, things are just too unaffordable and all that stuff, we actually probably have a lot more money in our country than we ever had before. People probably have more money in their pockets as they don't make good decisions about the stuff they buy, where they get it from, and things like that. Not to mention, the banks are all tied up in this. So we also got banks suffering, right? And so what they do is they got to raise the interest. They got to raise their interest, or they want to offer you more money. So that way you get more loans, more credit cards. They make it easier for you to borrow so they can make some money and some profits off the interest on all that stuff. And now a lot of us, right? A lot of us got in really bad positions during COVID. A lot of us needed help. We got loans. We opened up credit cards, right? We got all that stuff while interest rates were high. And so we're stuck with all those payments. Most of us didn't have monthly payments like that before COVID happened. I didn't have any debt before COVID happened. And then I got screwed up. I got laid off, all this other stuff, right? So I ended up having to get credit cards and loans and all sorts of stuff. And now I still got payments that I'm paying from things back then. Still paying them off. But I'm looking at my numbers. I'm like, man, if I didn't have any of these loans, any of these credit cards open, if I was just living off of just my bills, food, utilities, my mortgage, my car payment, I would be more than fine. I would be great. But it's because I still got credit cards open. My wife still has credit cards open. We still got loans that we got to pay off. All that shit is where we're really getting hit. And most Americans are probably in that same situation. We have right now more credit card debt than ever in history. And it exploded during 2020. Y'all want to tell me that the economy is doing bad? It's not the economy is doing bad. It's Americans making bad decisions. And we got desperate during COVID. We got desperate while we were all getting laid off, you know? And it sucks, but it is the way it is. But now that we're in this new lifestyle of having rampant debt, now what do? We got to blame Donald Trump. A lot of people, man, I'm telling you, their problem is not the economy. Their problem is their debt. And now debt has become a normal thing in our lives. It's become the new normal to have rampant debt, to have 5 credit cards open, to get loans to bail you out instead of having like a savings account or something. I'm just telling you, man, you just gotta have to keep fighting. You're gonna have to be smarter about the decisions you make, but there's also more opportunity to make money than ever before. You could just literally pull out your phone, film your cat for 5 seconds, and it goes viral. And then all of a sudden, you're making thousands of dollars for no reason. Not saying that's going to happen to anybody, but that does happen. And look, some of y'all are saying no credit cards. Great. Keep it that way. But do you have a mortgage? Do you have a car payment? Do you have insurance? Do you got stuff like that? Probably. Maybe. Maybe not. And then if that's the case, then you just need to make more money if you're feeling hard. I'm just saying, like, if for those people that don't have credit card debt and stuff like that, you have the world at your fingertips. You just got to make some more money. That's it. And that's the easy part. Making more money is the easy part. You just got to go get it. It's just waiting for you. You just got to go get it. But again, the reason Thomas Massie is attacking Nick Shirley is because he's wanting to split MAGA apart. He wants the Democrats to rule because then he knows he can run on problems again. Guess what? Thomas Massie can't run on problems that don't exist. He can't run and say, I'm going to fix something. I don't know. What's he supposed to run on? The only thing Thomas Massie had to run on in his election was hating Donald Trump. That's all he had. So, oh yeah, don't forget that. You go viral, you start making thousands of dollars. IRS gonna say, let me get a little bit of that. Hate it, man. IRS takes 30% of everything I make. It is what it is. But listen, man, we are going to be standing strong. This is why I named my show The MAGA Morning Show. I thought about it. And I was like, I know it's kind of corny, it's kind of played out, but somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it, man. Somebody has to be proud to be MAGA again. Because I feel like a lot of these content creators are starting to distance themselves from MAGA. Starting to distance themselves from the name, the movement, and they're starting to say, well, what's more popular? What's getting more clicks and views? Because that's really all that matters to a lot of these people. And I'm seeing it. I see these content creators. I used to love some of them. And now I'm seeing them just chase the money. And I'm like, I get it. I get it, bro. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to stick to my guns. I am MAGA 100%. I now own the MAGA morning show. It's a statement. It says that MAGA is still here and we're still moving forward. Statement, and that's the statement we're running on, man. We are MAGA. We are here. We are still a movement with or without Donald Trump. That's who we are, man. We are America, and we're fighting to keep America and make America great again. That's as plain as I can get it. So, not running from that at all. Not running from that one single bit. MAGA may become unpopular. I don't care. I know why I joined in this fight. I know what I'm trying to fight for. It's the same thing I saw Donald Trump fighting for, why I voted for him. I still see his mission. It's all going to plan. It's just we got people jumping ship, and now they're trying to bring other people off the ship with them. And I ain't going. Nope, I ain't going. That's all it is, man. But look, y'all, that's going to be it for tonight. We got to get up early tomorrow. We got to do the MAGA morning show tomorrow. Come join us, all right? I know a lot of y'all may not be up that early, but that's what we do, man. I need to change this banner, damn it. But we are going to be up 8 a.m. Central tomorrow doing the MAGA morning show, all right? I might do another just hour-long show, maybe 2-hour show, but you know what? I might as well do the 2-hour show. I can't do anything with the shed tomorrow until that bracket gets here. So it is what it is, man. But yeah, man, join us over here in the morning. You know, we do the live shows. If you miss any of the live shows, you can check out the videos. I break out every segment we talk about, then I make them into their own videos. All right. Y'all can just check them out here. If you prefer videos instead of the live streams, there you go, man. But that's going to do it tonight, y'all. Anyways, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys so much for supporting. By the way, got another happy poop from Weenie Cat. Thank you. And thank you. Big shout out to Beagle Mom for being the sponsor of today, man. Everyone give Beagle Mom a shout out. Give Beagle Mom a round of applause and a shout out for being the sponsor. If y'all get some rest, I will be up with you guys tomorrow morning as soon as I drop my son off at school and come back here, jump right on the computer and be with you guys first thing in the morning, man. Y'all take it easy. We got a lot to talk about tomorrow, so I'll see you there, man. Y'all have a good night.
Somebody once asked Donald Trump, how do you handle being at the center of all of this media attention, the whirlwind around you? How do you weather the storm? And he looked up and he said, I am the storm. I am the storm.